Alright, welcome back.
In a corner of that small, dark room, Sholmes and I waited with bated breath. In time, there came from the ventilator a hiss and a soft, almost growl-like sound. Suddenly, Sholmes sprang into action, lashing furiously with his cane at a point in the darkness. "You see it, Wilson?" he yelled, his tense voice reverberating through the air. I raised my dark lantern shutter, and the room slowly came into view. Sholmes was staring intently at one particular corner when he started whispering to me. The victim's most perplexing final words. The Speckled Band. I believe this is the terrible coil to which she referred, Wilson. In front of us was an enormous adder, its fangs bared as it threatened to strike. It truly was the most terrible speckled band I had ever seen.
9th of January, 6:37 p.m. on board the steamship Bria.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder. Pray, do excuse me. The cabin door was bolted from the inside when the man was killed. No marks to suggest the bolt was tampered with in any way. So, this would appear to be a locked room mystery. In his final moments, the victim scrawled a message on the floor. Almost certainly with the ink from this upset bottle. A Russian word. So the victim was a Russian man then. And the letters are well formed, suggesting he was compos mentis at the time. This is a most extraordinary script. And evidently not penned by the same hand as this message. In fact, I deduce it was written by someone of a different nationality. This paper seal was placed just prior to the incident, by the victim himself, I would venture. Well, what have we here?
Who are you, and what do you think you're doing here?
No one must touch before maritime police come. We must wait!
Shh. That won't be necessary. You see, in less than 5 seconds from now, I will reveal the killer to you.
What? Don't be absurd. This is murder. And a cabin locked from inside.
Ah yes, the locked room. But that mystery is paper thin.
You don't mean the culprit is in there?
Who are you, and where have you come from?
I'm a great British consultant detective, the only one in the world. Sherlock Sholmes. I presume you must have heard of me.
No, totally. Who's Sherlock Holmes? Never heard of him. My head is throbbing. What's going on? Something's not right here. There's trouble in the air. Wait, I can't move. What the? Why am I in handcuffs? So you wake up now, We had to drag you out of the wardrobe. I do not believe how you cannot wake up. You are a truly cold-blooded man. You found me then. We found you. Now you pay. Criminal. How long you hiding in the tiny wardrobe? Sorry. Now you have found. It is time to admit your crimes. Unless you want to find out how cold the ocean is. No, I'll tell you everything. There's only one thing I'd like to know from you. Isn't that... Why did you do it? Why did you take his life? Miss Sasato? Wait, what did you just say? Take his life? Where is he? Where's Cosmo? Ha! You pretend you do not know. You're a wolf in sheep's belt. Lord Akira, do not make excuses. What? Kazuma-sama's body was discovered not too long ago. Here in the very cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. His body? Please, do not try to tell us you were doing this terrible thing in your sleep. Kazma's dead? But he can't be. And these handcuffs, surely you don't think I have to know. Why did you take his life? Answer me, please. No. No! Kazuma. It's just 2 short weeks ago. Are you sure about this? Won't we get in trouble? Don't you find it fun being a stowaway? Besides, I'll just come see England with me. It was really something else when they brought your luggage in here earlier, though. The way that Russian crewman just tossed your traveling case onto the floor. I thought I was going to die. Yes, I still can't believe it. I really didn't think you'd be able to fit inside my trunk. Must be even less of a man than you look. Gee, thanks. Hey, honestly, I thought I'd broken every bone in my body. Well, it's about 50 days until we dock in Great Britain. But if you can find yourself to my cabin here, I don't expect anyone will discover you. I hope not. Get the feeling that Russians wouldn't be very forgiving of a stowaway. They're a sturdy bunch, that's for sure. What I want to know is, why do we need to keep a secret from the young lady? From our faithful judicial assistant, Mikotoba, you mean? From your close friend? More to the point, surely we could confide in her, couldn't we? I don't believe she'd give me away. No, but if she knew what we'd done, that would make her guilty by association. It's best that only you and I know about this. I suppose so. Anyway, it's about time that the steward is supposed to come and clean the cabin. I know it's cramped, but you better get back in there. I think, won't be long. Anyway, compared to hiding inside my traveling case, it'll be a breeze. Yeah, but what if the steward decides to open the wardrobe for some reason? Then I'll be in for it. I'm gonna stop worrying. I tell you what, my Right, keep out on something on this, or something on a piece of paper. What? Then I can stick it to the wardrobe doors once you're inside. I don't know. You've only been at sea for 15 days. How can this have happened? You're supposed to be going on this adventure to England together. We leave you at Dexport. Stay quiet till then. Don't make more trouble for yourself. Murderer. No, I'm not a murderer. Doc, you said before. You said you admit everything to your crimes. No, that's not right. I mean, yes, I did stay away on the ship, but... murdering my best friend? No one else could have done it. Admit the truth. Sasada-san. Please, tell me what happened. I need to know. Very well. But there's something I would like to ask of you too. His eyes. She looks like she's ready to destroy me. This nightmare is getting worse by the minute. I suppose all I can do is try to find out what happened. He really has been killed, isn't he? This isn't just a bad dream. These handcuffs. They think I did it. They think I'm Cosmo's killer. They found him. The cabin was locked from the inside. What do you mean? There's no access to the cabin via a porthole. And the bottle bolt on the door can't be operated from the outside. In other words, after the crime, the culprit can have escaped these four walls. What? Or to put it another way, the culprit can only have been someone inside the cabin. Or do you have some other explanation? This is impossible. How did he die then? What happened? Are you still going to deny the charge? Even despite the circumstances? Please, Sasada-san, you have to believe me. The cause of death is still undetermined. I don't know how he died. The ship's doctor is examining the body, but of course he has no post-mortem analysis experience. I'm supposed to be sheltered more until an expert has been consulted or at our next port. So presumably that means there were no external signs of injury then. That's true, yes. Can anyone tell me what exactly happened in this cabin? I don't understand it. Why would anyone kill him? Presumably that's something you know the answer to better than anyone. Please. Whatever you say, we're here in the cabin after all. Well, yes, I was, but he would always wake up before dawn and do his training first thing in the morning. I was waiting outside his cabin, as I have every day so far, but this morning he didn't come. I could sense that he wouldn't. Does that mean he was already dead when she arrived at the cabin door? I knocked, but there was no reply. I started to become worried, so I went to find a member of the crew. The crewman forced the door open. We managed to get inside. There was him, collapsed on the floor. There he was. And the white tape were there now shows exactly where he was found, I suppose. No idea if anything had happened. I must have been asleep in the wardrobe. I wish it wasn't the case, but that's just very hard to believe. This is all very hard to believe for me too, trust me. Now I've told you everything that I know. It's my turn to ask you a question. Yes, alright. My head feels so heavy. It's throbbing like anything. Why are you aboard the ship, Naruhodo? You said something before about being a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, yeah. I'm afraid that's true. It's 2 weeks since we left Japan now, and I've been shut up in the cabin this whole time. I had no idea. But how could you have occupied his cabin for so long without noticing? Well, I didn't, obviously. No, that would have been impossible, obviously. Yes, of course. Cosmo invited me. He wanted us to go to England together. He actually asked you. But why? I'm afraid I don't really know the reason myself. I don't understand. I need to do something real quick. Cosmo, why do you want this? What's the real reason? My mind since the end of the... You have a talent for it. Here. legal system. Perhaps he thought that the look in his eyes then was darker than I'd ever seen it before. If I knew Kazuma-sama, I suspect he was trying to protect me, to avoid me becoming guilty of association. Tell me, what happened last night in the cabin? Well, the thing is, I don't really remember. Now I'm supposed to just sit around, my hands tied, while whoever did this walks free. No, I can't allow that to happen. Well, what he had proposed to do then? I'm going to investigate. I'm going to find exactly what happened here. I'm going to work out who took his life, and how and why they did it. So I'm sorry, but you're going to have to excuse me. Hi-ya! Ouch. What the? That was a Susato takedown. A Susato what? What martial art form was that? I'm going to need you to prove it. Sorry, prove it? Yes, your innocence. I need evidence. But how am I supposed to? I forgot already. We've achieved just a few weeks ago. You successfully defended yourself in the court of law. Ah, I see. She's expecting me to prove some conclusive evidence. I have to get Susato-san to believe me. Show her some evidence right now, which would be the same.
Yes!
Tell me, when I was discovered in the wardrobe, was this piece of paper stuck to the doors? Oh, yes, it was. I remember clearly. Thought so. Cosmo always put it in place whenever I went to sleep, in case the cabin steward or another member decided to come and look inside. So naturally, did the same thing last night as well. Ah, yes, of course. The gentleman who discovered you peeled the sign off the wardrobe doors before he opened them. But if I were truly the culprit, I couldn't have climbed back inside the wardrobe and stuck this on the outside doors. Yes, that's quite true. In other words, it's impossible that I killed him. Well, even if you are sprawled hopelessly on the floor, I can see why he still thought of you so highly. Thank you, Susato-san. Now, do you think you could perhaps help me up? I can't really get up with my hands locked. Well, in the light of that evidence, I don't see any reason I should stop you from investigating. Thank you. So you finally believe me? I'm sorry, no. What? I'm not sure yet. I can't rule out the possibility that you used some sort of conjuring trick to put the sign back. What did she think I am, a magician? For now, I suggest you investigate as thoroughly as possible in here. I'll do the same. Alright, let's get to work. Please, don't misunderstand. I still have my doubts. Oh. I shall be watching you to make sure you don't do anything to disturb the crime scene. I wouldn't want you using your conjuring tricks to destroy evidence, for example. Right. Well, anyway, I should make a start on the investigating here. Cosmo, I swear, I will avenge your death. Ugh. Oops. are the rules of passage for traveling aboard the Bria. Essentially, a list of requests from the captain to the passengers on board. Passengers must not keep weapons or other dangerous objects in their cabin. Pets are also strictly forbidden. What? Why are you staring at me? Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. Are you more of a dangerous object or a pet? Okay, rude. You can't decide. Well, one thing's for sure. Either way, I wasn't supposed to be in there here. Oh dear, that won't do. Oh, what's the matter? Whenever I'm examining things, I always find myself so focused I forget to look around. Oh my god. It's just basically a tutorial of how to look around. Nothing of importance. Books have fallen over on the shelf, look. They've all toppled the same way. And what's this? A statue of some god of the sea, though he's fallen over as well. Yes, it's almost as if the whole shelf had been ransacked, and everything mown down at once. I wonder if perhaps it was Cosmo-sama doing his morning training. I seriously doubt it. Then perhaps it was Yin Naruhodo-san in a fit of rage. I wouldn't even bother of leaving the wardrobe just to mess a few books in the statue. Could the way things have been thrown about have anything to do with the case, I wonder? Well, I'll just set everything straight again. So much for preserving a crime scene, right? What do you think this is? Looks like a broken piece of glassware. Whatever the thing is, it appears to have broken clean in two. The glass is such a beautiful color. Looks like a cute little Nitsuke fastener for a kimono outfit. I'm not sure that sounds like Cosmo. Wouldn't have secretly carried a little trinket like that around with him, would he? And the mark beside it, what is it, I wonder? It's some sort of brick-like hue. Yeah, you're right. It is the color of brick, isn't it? Even though I don't see anything of the same color anywhere else. That's a very large traveling case, isn't it? Yes, it carries a lot of memories. Memories? What do you mean? Well, that's actually how it was stowed away in the vessel. It was brought aboard on inside that case. Ah, yes. Let's see, says this side up in Japanese. Which in hindsight, I should have realized the foreign crewman wouldn't be able to understand. It was turned over and over again, then I was tossed on the floor in there. Oh dear, being a stowaway isn't very romantic as it sounds. Well, it was less painful than a Sasada takedown. Did Cosmo write that before he died? Looks like it's written in ink. Must have been knocked over the ink pot from the desk when it collapsed. I suppose he wrote this message by dipping his finger in the spillage. Poor Cosmo-sama, I thought he was in terrible pain. It's almost unbearable to imagine it. Suppose he was trying to leave some kind of clue to his final moments, was he? I'm sorry, partner, but I can't read your writing. I don't think it's Japanese. What? Then what language is it? It pains me to admit it, but I don't know. It's not a foreign script I'm familiar with. What does it mean? I'm gonna get something done real quick. Whenever he was writing. London Diary. For Cosma didn't make it to his destination. Looks as though the last entry was incomplete. Which means, what? He was in the middle of writing it when it happened? Let's see what it says. Could be a valuable clue. Hey, yeah! Rude. That's out of the question. What? Cosmo-sama has been departed from this world, but you must not read his private thoughts. But what's something important? Something relevant to the case. Alright. Won't read it. Poor Cosmo-sama. I don't like prying into people's personal matters either. But in this case, the need for a clue is more important. This is, yes, it's a Belcourt contraption, I think. What do you mean, contraption? I read about it in a book that I was studying that talked about life in Britain. Large households often have Belcourts like this, which you can pull to ring a bell to summon servants. Really? That sounds almost magical. Shall we give it a little try? Yes. In the interest of cultural research, obviously. I suppose nobody comes for lowly Japanese people. No, I'm sure it's more just that everyone's busy. Well, some 2 weeks since we set sail. Have you really been living in that wardrobe the entire time? The living isn't quite the right description. Oh, no, I suppose not. Although it must have been rather exciting making this voyage in your own secret hideout. The trouble was I never knew when a member of the crew could run. So yes, I did basically have to live in the wardrobe, and last night was no exception. But because of that, he had no idea what was happening out here. No, sadly not. I think that's some kind of opening for a ventilator. A hole through which fresh air can circulate into a cabin. Isn't that a little odd? What do you mean? Well, that's this ventilator, if that's what it is. Looks like it must have connected to the next door cabin. Yes, it would appear to. You're right. With its purpose is to allow fresh air into the room. Surely it would be connected to the outside. That's true. Perhaps it's so the rain and spray don't find their ways inside when the seas are rough. Or something like that. I suppose. Maybe that's it. Oh, hey. Herlock Sholmes. Who's that? He wasn't there a minute ago. As far as I can tell, it looks like he might be European. Oh, how did he? You've noticed the man too, have you? No idea who he is or how he got here, but he looks suspicious, tall and suspiciously tall. Haruhodo-san, don't tell me. Do you really not know who that is? Well, no. I don't have any foreign friends or acquaintances at all. Well, anyways, I'm gonna have to quit tonight, but tomorrow we will see what happens. Sorry for the